How you doing, Peter?
Yeah.
Dave, how you doing?
Hi, all. Haven't seen you around.
Oh, I'm around.
Haven't seen you in the neighborhood.
I haven't seen you in the neighborhood either, so.
Company going fast.
Are we also, is this going to be video?
It is going to be audio and visually recorded,
Okay.
but not live streamed.
Okay. So that's only if
Good.
somebody asks for a
Evidently.
live stream? Is that how that works?
Well, no, it could be live streamed, but the internet is not functioning right now.
Oh, okay, that'll do it.
No.
And Bobby is normally here ahead of time, and I haven't heard anything from him.
He's coming.
He is coming?
Yeah, I think he was just coming up the back.
Okay. Marty, there's Bobby. Do you want to be on an agenda item, or? Okay. Hey, babe.
Oh, that's Babe?
I don't know if you want to sit that way, Bob. Bob, they're recording, Bob.
Bobby.
Bob, they're recording.
Bobby.
They're
They're
recording.
recording. You need to come on this side by a microphone.
Actually,
We'll have
whatever
to move
these
down.
say.
We'll have to move down one. You'll have to move down one.
Move down one more.
Well, so Bobby's got that mic. You've got that mic.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to,
There you go, yeah.
yeah, because if somebody wants to speak, they can go there. I did put out a sign-in sheet.
No, you fold it down.
I
Yep.
turned mine down, Bob, you may want to do the same thing.
Okay. Minutes. Minutes.
Thank you.
Minutes. Okay, it is 11 o'clock. I'd like to call the Brookfield Water Commissioners meeting. It is November 12th, at 11 o'clock. Announcement is that this meeting is being audio and visually recorded, but not live streamed. We do have a sign-in sheet up here, so any visitors, please come up and sign in.
I want to make an announcement, I'm going to be filming it too. Audio and visual.
I'm sorry, Dave?
I'm going to be filming in audio and the meeting.
Okay, so you're doing it also?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So I'd like to review the minutes from the meeting of October 15th. We do not generally. I know the selectmen do, we have not done that.
I think where it says special town meeting, it should say, special meeting, Holly, it should say special town meeting. Just so it's not
Page.
confused with a different meeting of some
Sure.
sort.
Okay.
Okay, that's on the last page.
Yep.
Correct, yeah.
Special town meeting?
And then under generator, I believe Dennis said that he repaired the smaller one at the standpipe. And
That what?
that he repaired the smaller generator at the standpipe that failed during a power outage. And the larger is performing flawlessly, although parts availability is still an ongoing issue. And I think we
Yeah.
need to note that.
Yep.
Other than that, they're
Because of the age, it's parts.
There's just
Yeah.
no parts, right, right.
Right. How you doing, Pat?
Okay.
So those are two suggestions
Yep.
for amendments to the minutes.
Sure.
Bobby, have you had a chance to review them all?
I'll go read now, Mike.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's the sign-in sheet, Horace?
Oh, it's over
Down there on the end. Kyle, do you want an agenda? Yes, please. Do we have an extra, or I'll make a
We
copy?
do. You got-
Yep.
You need more than one? Yep.
I have agenda?
You don't have
You
one?
didn't get one?
I didn't get nothing. Just the minutes.
Here, Bobby.
Is that, you want me to make a copy in case anybody else shows up, or?
Yeah, you can.
Kyle, can I have a copy, can I borrow that, and I'll make a couple copies of that?
I heard you coming, I'm not gonna
Thank
stand
you very
myself.
much.
How's it going now? I've been lying for 100 copies.
Never do that. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
case anybody else shows up.
Okay,
Huh?
great, thank you. Kyle, do you have an agenda item that you'd like to be on the agenda for, or, I mean, I can't, or is there a topic on the agenda, I should say, that you wanted to talk about?
No, so you don't need to restructure it for me. This is, new hire, new employees in town. I was merely showing her how meetings are set up, how they're organized, and giving her a little informal meet and greet with different
Oh,
members
awesome.
of the town, members of the community, and making her feel warm and welcome.
Great, thank
And
you.
your name
Welcome.
is?
Your name is?
My name is Devin.
Devin.
She's cross-training right now to be a secretary down at my place.
Awesome, great, thank you.
So we won't stay for the whole thing.
Welcome aboard.
Really getting an overview of how meetings are run. and
Good,
The layout of things.
okay.
in town.
Are you all set, Bobby?
Yeah.
You want to make a motion, or I need a motion to accept the minutes as amended?
Well, the thing of it is that you called me because
No, well-
the regular meeting was canceled. And you would get everybody together and you would call me back when the meeting was gonna be,
No.
which you never did.
No, that's not true.
That's,
These are the minutes from the last meeting. Do you want to make a motion to
I
accept?
can't, I wasn't here, I was absent.
Well, I believe you can,
You
but
can, but-
I will make the
okay,
motion
all right.
to accept the minutes from October 15th as amended.
Okay, and I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, and Bobby's abstaining because he wasn't at the meeting. So Bobby, explain what you just mentioned, so the minutes have been accepted and approved?
You called me and said that the regular meeting was canceled and you were gonna get together with everybody and you called me back when the meeting was gonna be.
No,
You
I
never
said it-
called,
I said it was
and
re-
even when you had the meeting, you knew I wasn't here, you didn't call me then either.
I called you and told you the regular meeting schedule had been canceled.
Right.
And was rescheduled for the next week.
No, you didn't say that. You said you were gonna
And,
get
and I
everybody
would check with Al to verify that that was correct.
And that's why I wasn't here.
Okay.
But it was posted.
And it was posted.
Yeah, but I don't get posters.
But I
understand that, Bob,
right.
but I mean, it was.
I'm supposed to get a phone call.
I said it was rescheduled for the following Wednesday unless Al could not make it. That was my comment. Okay,
So I can't vote on the minutes.
okay. Would you annotate that in the minutes, Holly? Thank
I
you.
think you're wrong on that, Bob, to clarify that. We can vote if we're not there.
Always done it every minute. You can't
I know,
vote
but they
if
changed
you
it
weren't
about a
here.
year ago.
Yeah.
But for this case, we're fine with 2-0
Right.
on the vote to accept the minutes.
So those minutes have been approved. Billings, vouchers, payroll, and budget. Holly, do we have any vote?
I have our past three for review. The billing,
You want to look at that one? I'll look at this one. That one can go to Bobby.
So on the National Grid, we're paying the current charges, not the amount past due.
strictly current charges.
This one, we already signed this.
They're just for review.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you don't need a signature on this?
No, those
Okay,
are just for review.
okay. Bobby, these are just for review. It doesn't require a signature.
This
These are
one does,
just-
though.
No, she's,
It's fine if you sign.
all right.
That one's good.
Yeah, I'd rather have signatures anyways.
I'm sorry?
I'd rather have signatures after review.
Can we just put the date, that those were
Yep.
today's date?
So Dennis is not here today?
Dennis
No.
is not well today. He is out sick.
Down here, why?
No, sick. Sick. He's out sick.
Sick, oh.
Do we have any other vouchers, bills? Okay. Thank you. Water Department accounts discussion. We actually reviewed the quarter last month.
Yeah.
There was one correction that we just,
Yeah.
we needed to, we need to reverse a couple.
Reverse it, yeah.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to annotate that we did that. So Dennis is not here today, so we really can't do an update. Under new business, I'm going to take out of order. If I have a motion to take the last item under new business, John Holcraft complaint, out of order. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to take Mr. Holcraft's line item out of order.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so we'll take that out of order. Dave, as you can see, we have a lengthy,
Might I sit here?
you may.
Is the
and
microphone
You
on?
want to
Okay.
push the button on and be sure the microphone is on?
It says green. Hello. It's on. All right, what were you saying, Don? What were you saying about the lengthy?
So please keep it as, you know, the selectmen say 2 minutes, I'm not going to hold it to 2 minutes, but as briefly as
Okay.
you can.
Well, first of all, Dennis isn't here, so a lot of this is a complaint against him, for starters.
Okay, what is the complaint against Dennis?
Well, I think he should be here.
I agree. I don't
Okay,
think we should
all
be
right, we'll
discussing
pass.
anything.
So my next request is I want to be on the next agenda when Dennis is here.
Okay,
I want him to be here, okay? He knew this was coming. He knew this was an important meeting. We got a lot of, you guys have a lot of problems in this water department, and we need to discuss it,
okay.
okay? So,
I mean, we'll put you, we can't guarantee anybody's gonna be here, but we'll definitely.
Right.
keep you on
wait a
the
minute, what do you mean, what's that mean?
I mean, I could be sick, anybody could be anything.
Well, as long as you get a quorum, that's what counts.
Right.
Right, but we can't guarantee.
Well,
that
as a
Dennis-
commission, we have to have.
I understand that.
Yeah.
What I'm just saying
We'll
is,
put you on the agenda, sure.
what I'm requesting is that your superintendent be here before I go forward with some of these complaints.
Okay,
But one thing I can discuss, and quite a few other things, is I got a water bill for 240,000 gallons of water at one of my locations. I just
What
checked.
is that location address?
17 High or 6 South Maple, depends how you guys have it. I asked to
17
have,
high, or what's the other?
6 South Maple.
it's the same address, I don't know how you guys have it, I forget what's on the bill. I think it's 17 you got on the bill,
I think that's
is
what's
it?
on the deed.
Yeah,
Right,
so we'll go with 17.
okay.
I'm monitoring it. The last week, 6 days, it was 10,000 gallons in 6 days. I got 5 people living in the building. I checked for leaks, no leaks. I spoke to Dennis. I said, I want a new meter. And he says, no, I'll have it checked out, and then I'm going to bill you for checking the meter out. No, I want a new meter. So I'm requesting from you guys that I want a new meter, okay? There's definitely something wrong with it. It was spinning like hell, and nobody was in the building. So there's clearly something wrong.
Well, we need to check the meter for sure.
I just said that,
if the-
Don.
If the
Right.
meter is faulty, we will.
Right, it's not a
we will
big deal to
replace it.
change the meter, you know, so, that's the main thing. I tried to get a hold of Dennis and I couldn't get a hold of him. That goes into my complaints, as far as that goes.
Okay,
So as far as, so for that, we will address the faulty meter.
Correct.
yep,
In a timely manner.
yep.
Sure, absolutely.
Dennis wanted me to get back to him, so I was gonna tell him today that, you know, I've done it for 6, 7 days now.
Okay,
And it's reading 10,000 gallons. I think that's, now, I've had a couple other bills in the past, they were high too, but not that high.
10,000 gallons for what period of time?
6 days.
6 days.
Yeah, I think it was 11/5 till the 11th, I think that's what it was. So, all
Okay.
right, so you're gonna put me on the agenda, right?
Yep,
Okay. Another thing, what else we got? I guess a lot of that. I don't know if Laurie's gonna discuss it or not, but a lot of people are wondering why there's money missing out of the water department for the last 5, 6 years.
Can you clarify that?
yeah.
Well, that's what I'm here with you today. I want to know if you guys can clarify it, if that's true or not true.
I don't know of any water, any funds that have ever missed.
Okay, well,
Right.
that's what I'm asking.
There-
This is what I'm hearing, so I'm coming right to the horse, and I'm asking the horse, and bringing it right to you guys, okay? So is there books not matching, or there's problems in the books? Is it the software? Which is it?
There's no money missing that we're aware of.
If there's what, Don?
There is no money missing from any water account that we're
Okay.
aware of.
Okay,
We try to balance with the system
okay,
on a monthly basis.
okay,
Holly meets with Laurie.
Yep.
okay. All right, so there's no problem then there?
No?
Okay, all right, because I got a different story, so, okay, that's your answer.
Can I ask you who you got a different story from?
That doesn't matter right now, I
Well,
don't think.
it's very important, so if somebody's
No,
going to accuse.
I'm
us from
not
missing,
gonna answer that,
I'm gonna go get Lori.
okay? Yeah, go get Lori and we'll see if things match up with her. Okay, so that's your answer there. Another thing, why is the water department doing receipts and the same person doing receipts and doing the billing? That's illegal. You can't have the same person sending bills out and then taking money in. It's in the auditor's report. That's where I'm getting all my information from. is the
Okay.
audit- The auditor report. The auditor has stated that for the last umpteen years, 5, 6 years, and you guys have done nothing.
We have been working on that. Yes, we
Well,
have.
what are you doing? I've heard this a year ago. What are you doing? What are you working? I thought it was all resolved that the tax collector was gonna take the money in.
It was discussed, I don't think it was ever fully approved.
Okay, so what are you doing to go forward?
One of the things that has to happen is in December, we do our rules and regulations review, which is also setting the new water rates, and then we have a public hearing to get the rates approved. In that process, we need to review what the expenses are for the year. The, having the collector collect the fees is something we're working for, know exactly what that is going to cost our department. There will be a cost, we assume, to that.
Right.
That will be part of our, included in our rules, regulations, and our water rate discussion.
But this has been on the auditor's report for 6 years, 5 years. How long is it gonna take to make a change?
I have never seen a copy of the auditor's report.
Well, but then maybe you
I've
should.
heard of this,
then
but
you
I've
should-
never seen it.
Okay, then obtain one. 'Cause it concerns your department. I mean, I don't know if the selectman is supposed to give that to you or not. I know I got a hold of one. I'm just a regular guy in town here. But it's been in the auditor's report for quite a while. When I was on the finance,
As a required or as a suggestion?
how did that read? Well, the auditor's report is generally a suggestion that the town should make certain changes on certain things, and they keep bringing it, if nothing's changed, the next year it's on the next auditor's report. When I was on the finance board, we used to get the auditor's report, and we used to go through it and make suggestions to the boards. But I know you guys, it's been 5, 6 years now, it's been in that
Actually, I
report.
don't think it's in the auditor's report. I think it's in the management report. Is that a management recommendation?
I walked in halfway through, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dave was talking about, Mr. Holcraft was talking about the auditor's report and having the separation of duties between billing and accepting bills.
Yes, that's been in the auditor's report for 6 years.
As a suggestion or as a requirement?
As a recommendation,
Yeah, okay,
which won't be removed until we actually comply with it.
right. Which is what we're working on at this point. Right?
So it does appear from what we talked so far that we would have to convert to Vadar. Is that correct?
No,
Well,
I'm talking about your staff.
Right. So that's one of the things we're talking about, and how many hours, and the fees, and what the,
I thought Vadar was a piece of this too.
well, that's a separate piece.
Yeah.
Financial piece.
Because that's a system that the collector uses, we need to discuss. Again, it all goes back into what is our budget gonna be for next year? And that all needs to be figured into the new water rates in order.
Right, it's gonna, but it's
And
gotta be
and we've
passed
talked
on.
about Veda for probably 5 years now. We did get a proposal last July or something like that. I don't have it with me, it's in the $5,000 range or something like that.
But they- yeah,
I'm sorry?
It's 5,000.
Yeah.
5,000, but
So
it
that's
was like a
something-
per year thing too.
Right. And we can't incorporate that until we put it in the budget. I mean, we don't have it in the budget now. So that's part of the water rate discussion.
So you're gonna add money into the budget to have someone else do it?
No, we'd have to raise the rates to pay for the software.
Well, okay, you gotta get this, okay, but as far as someone else doing it, how are you gonna manage that now,
Now
financially?
you're talking two different things.
That's correct, so I'm asking that question. Are you gonna reduce the secretary's hours and we're gonna give the tax collector more money? How are you gonna do that financially? Have you guys discussed that yet?
We assume that there'll probably be added hours somewhere along the line. And yes, that will be part of our discussion.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, another situation I had here is I was looking for, like I said, Dennis is not here. I was went to,
Can we go back to?
Yeah.
oh yeah, go back with Lori on the other half of this.
All right.
Yeah, on the other half.
Would you,
Mr. Holcraft believes there's missing funds.
According to the auditor, there is $1,400, which is a discrepancy between the water department and the accountant.
And how long has that been?
6 years.
That's a 6-year-old number, Dave.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Are you listening to me?
It's 6 years old. It has never been brought to the attention of the accountant except by the auditor. So according to my books, yes, the money is not on the books. It is missing from my books.
so that's $1,400 less than what you show on your books?
Yes.
But on a monthly or a yearly basis, since then, we're okay. We're in agreement.
You guys are saying that you're in agreement with me every year, which is actually not the case.
Other than the 1,400, I'm saying.
Yes, but that's a problem. Even being a penny different is an issue. So
So-
every month and every year, you say you balance with me every single time, but the auditor's books say you do not balance with me. That you're actually off $1,400.
So when I discussed it with the auditors this year, what had happened was there were three accounts that are dormant accounts that were not being pulled. They are pulled now. And so they are all added into the accounts. They separated them, they did that. And we went over them.
So did that resolve $1,400?
There is still $211.05 discrepancy.
Does that agree with you? Does that make sense with you?
Well, no, because we haven't looked at it. And when I do the
Oh.
monthly reporting with Lori, I only agree on the monthly collections, not the beginning balances.
So do the monthly collections balance?
They balance, yeah.
So that, but like and I know you were copied on the last email, because I only copied one water commissioner plus Holly and Dennis when I send out the sheet every month. That is not the point of the sheet. When we established the sheet 5 years ago, the monthly reconciliation sheet, per the auditor's recommendation, it is to balance not only the monthly transactions, but the beginning and ending balance of every month. You guys have been putting incorrect, apparently, monthly ending and beginning balance, which is why I have been saying every month, you're balancing to me. You actually have not. It is not just a spreadsheet we're keeping for fun. It actually has to balance. If your beginning and ending balances are not what's showing on the sheet, you have to make adjustments.
Right.
Okay.
Is that because of, like, monies that come in that aren't recorded until, like,
Well, no, because they all, I mean, it's still all the money that I collect still balances, may not balance the same month. I might post mine where she might not post it till the following month. So, but it still balances. She's talking about the beginning balance.
Okay.
okay. I don't know enough to.
So, like right now, I adjusted it for the 211.05. So when she sees for August, she'll see that adjustment in there.
Okay.
And that would agree with the balance, with your numbers?
Oh, I have no idea, because we haven't gone
No.
over it, and I
Okay.
don't have, I've never been explained any of this.
Okay.
We have discussed it multiple times, and when I went in for the past 2 years, you said the books are closed.
Because when I sent you the books at the end of this year, it took you over a month to get back to me, and by
It
then,
takes you
yes.
3 months to get them to me.
Because
Oh,
when
Okay,
And
I,
I'm
ladies,
still
whoa,
working
whoa,
on
whoa,
it.
whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I close the books for everybody, the entire town, at the same time, for everyone. It's not that I'm delaying to the water department, I have to close the books for everybody.
You did not close the books.
When the treasurer gets me the numbers.
The books were not
When I-
closed, you were still waiting for the selectmen's meeting.
The selectmen have nothing to do.
It
with
was
when I
with
close
the
books.
articles.
The articles have already been informally voted. Holly, if you have a personal
No.
issue with me.
No, you have a personal issue with me,
Oh,
Lori.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
whoa, whoa,
All right,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right,
Please.
so clearly this is
We-
not going
we-
anywhere. The books have not been
Okay.
reconciled to me. They're gonna show up again as fiscal year 25 issues in the water
Okay.
department. It has been 6 years with the same issues. I don't know what else to tell you.
So what we've done was we've requested that a third party help us settle this issue, which hasn't happened in the last couple of months, which I had hoped it would be.
Right.
And we will continue to involve that third party to try to resolve and make the adjustments appropriately.
That's fine.
Is there a possibility that by springtime, we could have a number that we're off? And then we can adjust it either through a line item at the, a transfer at the annual town meeting, or by including it and raising the rates? I mean,
The way we would adjust it, if we're off, if my books are lower or higher than yours, I need to adjust my books to balance to you.
Which was done before.
Which, yes.
Yes.
We did that 6 years ago when we found that the prior accountant wasn't actually posting transactions. So we
Correct.
did make adjustments to the books at that time. In the end, your books should be the number that we're going by, because you have
Right.
actually receivables on your books that say you have $15,000 that are still owed to you, and these are the 30 people that are owed. So
Correct.
my book should match up to what you have. The problem is, for the last 6 years, we've been saying, yes, our books balance, when in actuality, they don't. So I need an actual list saying, you have $15,353.12, and I need to adjust my books to balance to yours.
Right, so what we've done in the past is agree to a number and establish that at zero.
Right.
And we need to do that over the long term, so the $1,400 number is, we either agree or we come up with a number and it becomes zero, and then that's the effort we're trying to get to.
Is that doable?
Yes.
I mean, how do we,
Yeah.
do we have to
Yeah.
come up with the $1,400? I don't
No.
understand.
You have to give me a copy of your book showing exactly what you're owed at the end of a certain month.
Right.
Okay, should we set a month? Because, so we bill in September and March, right?
No, I can
Oh,
just
no,
give her a
no,
monthly
we
statement.
do-
I can
we
give
do it
her a
monthly.
monthly statement.
Right.
Right, but I'm saying, so that there's some months that are more active than others, and if we want to do this, probably a quieter month,
You want
right?
to do it on a quieter month, yes. Because, like Holly said, we don't turn revenue over on the same month, so our monthly activity is not the same every month.
Okay,
Right.
Because when you turn revenue over, if you collect payments on the 30th of the month, I'm not getting them till the next month because the treasurer has to bring them to the bank.
right, and that's part of the reason that it's hard to balance on a monthly.
Exactly.
So the
Okay.
two departments need to get together, come to a resolution and an understanding to resolve, not that there's money missing, we just need to figure out where we're at and zero it out. Does that answer your question, Dave?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Next question is,
Yep.
why are you gonna have to raise the rates just to get from, what are you on, Valdau, or what are you on, that,
So what happens, Dave, is-
website, yeah.
So
You're not, the rest of the town's on a different one.
we set a budget for the year
Mm-hmm.
based on what we believe, and that money gets transferred in.
Yeah, I know how it works.
We do not have any extra money. We didn't fund for Vadar. We didn't, so you can't just say, okay, just pay the bills because we're gonna run out of money.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to figure for next year what needs to be done, if that's the way we go.
Right.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know enough about, what the impact is on the people. I mean, if you're talking $5,000 a year with 500 customers, it raises everybody up, and I hate to raise any rates.
So it has to be included in our budget.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, great.
I understand that.
So it's not a mid-year thing that we can just all of a sudden say, hey, guess what?
But you're
We got a
gonna
new
work
horse
on
to
it then.
ride.
You're gonna work on it then.
We have been.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yep.
Seems like it's taking a little longer on certain things, that's all. So I'm
We
bringing
didn't
it,
get a-
that's why I'm bringing it, that's why I'm bringing things to the table here.
Okay, as far as Vadar goes, we didn't get a quote on doing that until
Right.
July, which is after the
Right,
fiscal
okay,
year starts.
that's-
So there's nothing we can do right now.
Okay,
If we decide
yeah.
to go, if that's what needs to be done. But again, I want to do everything I can to keep the rates down for the people.
Okay, then change my meter to help me out then. Fair is fair, right?
That's the first thing I have listed here. That's the
Okay.
first thing you discussed.
Okay, good. Next thing, Don, maybe we can discuss this even though Dennis isn't here. I went looking for Dennis last November 4th, Tuesday. I went down to the Hebert Road. I told him I went down the road to find him, walking down. I said that, but I only went down a little ways by the gate. If I did or didn't,
Yeah, you called me and told me the same thing.
that's correct.
Right.
Yeah, and I get a call from the police chief, Thursday maybe? Yeah, Thursday, I get a call from the police chief and wanted me to come down to the police station. And I said, what's it for? He would just come down. I said, no, I'm not coming down. Tell me on the phone. So he says, Don Taft called and says he wants to have me charged for trespassing on town property, just because I'm
The
looking
water
for the.
department, right?
Yeah,
You're talking
yeah,
the water department.
right.
Right.
I mean, I can't even walk down. Of course, I didn't walk down. I walked just by the gate. But, I mean, I'm a resident in this town. I mean, what are you guys doing?
That's water department, which is different rules.
Oh, okay, so that means no one,
We should probably have it posted down there.
no, you get it posted, you get it.
It is
MGL,
posted.
whatever, right, the actual,
It's
You
a
know.
mass state law, regulation, that it is water department property, and there's chapter and verse that says that it's no trespassing, keep out. And it's for the purpose of protecting the wells and the well site
In the water resource area, I get that. I get all that. I get all that.
But we don't, I think we just have like a no trespassing, but maybe we should spell out what it is.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
you should.
I think, I already talked with Dennis
Yeah.
about posting
Okay.
the state regulation reference, which we will do.
Yeah, and I also told that to the police chief as well.
Yep.
You know, so that means if you guys are driving a truck down on the water resource, you're contaminating the land then. If just me walking down there, how am I gonna contaminate that land?
It's a state law, not our law.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm making a point here, okay?
Okay,
We're-
talk to the
we're-
state.
we're
on
down
that.
there on-
What
we're
I'm
down
saying,
there in business.
Don, you did not have to go to the police and try to file a trespassing charge. You get my point? I'm a resident in this town, and I'm a big fat payment in this town for taxes and water.
Right.
All you had to do was call me up, hey, Dave, you're looking for Dennis, just call me and I'll see where he is for you. Just don't walk down there, okay? I didn't know it was such a big deal, you know?
Well, it is.
So, I mean, that is a big deal to just call up on a resident, let's get him. I know you guys in town do not like hearing me talk the truth in this town, and I know if you can give me a little nudge in there, you're gonna do it. Well, I'm not taking it, so,
We
next
did-
time, just talk to me, okay?
We did the least impact on you as a resident.
Oh,
that we
really?
possibly could.
Yeah.
According to the law and regulation, there could be a fine involved, and it's an arrestable offense.
Yeah, that's
We opted not to do
Yeah,
that.
that's not gonna go anywhere,
So
you
we
know that.
just- we
know
just-
that. We're a small town here, you know?
Right.
We get some,
And we're protecting the water site. All right, go
right,
ahead.
and I
Dave.
get that,
What's
and I get that.
next? Yeah.
Okay, so I wanna make sure, I have a lot more, but I want Dennis to be here, so.
Okay.
Okay.
When's your next meeting?
It's the
Second Wednesday.
second Wednesday at 11 o'clock.
What's the date?
I don't know, look at the calendar. I mean,
December
it's the second
10th.
I'm
Wednesday.
asking you, you guys
December
have,
10th.
huh?
We haven't said it yet. I
Well,
mean, December.
it's the last item. We'll talk about it at the end of the meeting.
Okay, so that's the next
Projected date
date?
is December 10th.
Are you guys caught up on your minutes yet?
Yes.
You're up to,
think
you're
so,
up to
yep.
par now? Okay. All right, very good. All right, thank you for hearing me.
Thanks, Dave. What's that? Oh, that was a filed complaint a year ago,
Oh, it is, okay.
and we were all.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Almost Christmas time.
We were,
Okay,
yes.
they were.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Laurie, do you have any other input? No. Okay.
Appreciate you
All right,
hopping in
thank you.
cold like that, thank you.
So, do I have a motion to go back onto the regular agenda schedule?
Before you do that.
Yep.
We have Marty and Maureen here. Do we want to
Yep.
address anything that they have, or
Nope.
are you here for advisory?
I was just here to listen to the conversation.
Okay.
Composting, but I did just look up that law. It just says, after having been forbidden to do so by a person who has lawful control of the water.
Right, which is what we did. Thank you.
The law reads like you have to have previously forbidden that person.
Thank you. So,
So do we want to just go back and take them in order here?
yes, so that would be the motion to go back to the original agenda?
Do we need a motion to do
Yeah,
that?
you do.
Yeah.
I make a motion to pick up the original agenda under new business with Mass Rural Water.
All in favor?
I have a motion and a
Your
second.
motion- Second?
Yeah.
All in favor? Aye.
All right.
Okay. Massachusetts Rural Water, MRW, discussions and impact. It has come to our attention that Mass Rural Water, which has provided us some very good services in reference to training and mapping of our system, that with the federal shutdown, they were losing, potentially losing some personnel. And so they had a meeting last last week, and Dennis attended. I can't tell you what was discussed because I wasn't there, but I would like to leave that on the agenda for next month's discussion, to see whether there is an impact and how it might affect us.
Wait for Dennis to be back to give
Yes,
us.
yep. The new grant writer, last Thursday, we had a department head meeting, and the new grant writer was here, and I mentioned to her that on the bottom of our agenda every month, we have several grant possibilities. She did not have her email or her computer set up as of the meeting on Thursday, but when she gets it set up, we will be in contact with her about any grant possibilities that we may be able to go to her for. The grant possibilities that we have recorded are replacement of the generator at the pump station and the emergency water service connection with East Brookfield, and also possibility of feasibility study for the water system. So we'll reach out to the new grant writer when she gets her computer set up.
Excuse me, Don,
Yes,
I'd just like to comment from the people that work there with the grant writer.
you want to come up here, Marty, since it's on audio?
I would just like to comment on some of the items that the grant writer touched on when she was here for the department
Okay.
head meeting. And that she will be going not only after state and federal funds, but she's aware of funds, private funds made available through foundations. So she seems very knowledgeable.
She does.
In regards to
Yeah.
finding grants for towns and communities.
Thank you. Water Department staffing, I'm going to pass over that for this meeting. Account reconciliation resolution, we've already had that discussion. The property lien process, we are moving forward with that. And we had previously talked with the town administrator and with legal and with the tax collector about that process. Next item is the Herbert Road brush disposal area, unsupervised dumping and access and to the and the compost site. I have received an email from Maureen that there is an upcoming webinar in reference to composting. I think I didn't write the date down. I have it on my calendar at home. Fully intend to join in on that. And I think collectively, I think the water department is fully in favor of encouraging a composting program in town. And we have expressed some concern about the location of the proximity to the public drinking water supply and wells. So hopefully some of that information will be available at the webinar. Look forward to seeing that.
I think for me, the biggest thing there is separating grass clippings from regular, brush leaves, stuff like that, because grass clippings, in my mind, would have the highest percentage of fertilizer, et cetera, which could, nitrogen, whatever else is in there, which could impact water down the line.
Maureen,
That would be how that works, but that's what the seminar is all about, so.
Right.
Plus with the fertilizer in the grass too would be.
That's my point, yep, exactly.
Maureen, do you know if there has been the state is looking at the Herbert Road site. Have they looked at where on that site they may look at the,
They're aware of where the current,
do you want to come up?
not really, but
well-
they're aware of where the brush is dumped. They're aware of the site. They have a WMA right near there.
Okay,
I didn't hear that they had a concern about the distance to any of our wells.
okay,
They gave us an application. I forwarded it to you, the instructions,
yep,
but it's actually a select board. I sent it to the select board. I did copy all of
Right.
original
Yep.
email. But yeah, the select board would have to be working with the state to apply and get a permit to do that, and then decide, what extent they want that operation to be and how they're gonna manage it. They have to develop a plan.
Right.
Provide that to the DEP. So it's just like the first step and
Right.
several steps, but,
So this would be a Board of Health operation, I take it?
well, I mean, we oversee like recycling, but
Right.
we'd have, this is a little different, this wouldn't be us. It may be Board of Health, but it'd probably be East Brookfield Board of Health, right?
Correct.
The land is in East Brookfield.
Because that's where the land is. Yes, yep.
Yeah, so I don't really have any involvement in this other than to help give
Yep.
information to the town to start the process.
Okay.
But I do support a composting operation in town, whatever location they end up
Right.
doing it. And then, that'll help us in a lot of ways too as a town. It helps us with our grant.
Yeah,
It helps us as a community to recycle.
totally agree. Yep. Okay,
That's all I know.
okay.
Having a crystal ball.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The vehicle GPS discussion, there was a department head meeting last Thursday, and there were questions and concerns by several different departments, so I'm going to pass over that at this point. Special town meeting, that was discussed at our last meeting, and it appears that a special town meeting has not been scheduled. So I don't know if there is going to be a schedule for that or going to be a proposed special town meeting. But when we do have a special town meeting or a regular town meeting, there are a couple of items that we would like to be sure that get included. And one is a new line item for the water department for utilities, and utilities being electric costs and propane, so that they could be separated out and we can balance out, can follow that specifically in our budget.
And that's to put that, that's only the cost to run the water system. That's not anything other than running the water system.
Correct. Yep. Okay. So if and when we do have a special or an annual, we need to make an article to create that line item.
And it's just transferring money from our regular account over to that, just to
Correct.
make it more
Transparent. Yep.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Water Commission's authority, roles, and responsibilities. I'm going to pass over that for the time being. Review electric rates, bills, and payments. That is a topic that we've discussed previously, in that the monies that we believe were set aside for this year was not enough to cover the electric rates, and the electric bills are, I would say, higher than the money that was originally allocated for the budget.
By the town.
By the town, correct. And that's the other reason why we thought that would be a good idea to separate those propane and basically electric costs, so that we're more readily available, transparent, and trackable.
And they changed in part because of the way the solar was being handled.
So the solar, that's kind of a separate issue, but yes, the Schedule Z on the solar program has been changed. We don't know truly what that impact means to us. It's kind of like a moving target. The bills are going up, and the Schedule Z has been dropped down, so we don't know what that means. So we've been tracking our electric bills and usage, which will all become, which we'll track, and we'll have a better idea come annual town meeting to determine what that
Well,
rate
then
will
we'll have a full 12 months or 11 months of bills to know what we're
Yes,
looking at.
yep. Next item is 20 Central Street hydrant usage. I kind of added that, or I spoke with Dennis last week about it, because it's my understanding from the department head meeting that 20 Central Street, which happens to be Gavitt Wire, is coming down. The building inspector mentioned that they were going to need water during the demolition process. So I mentioned to Dennis that we should probably be ready, willing, and able to provide water service through the hydrant for whatever needs. So,
And that would be metered.
yes, it would be. And it would have a backflow device on it. So the reason why they asked that this be on here is so that the commission could vote on a connection for a temporary water service, so that if they were to request it next week, and we voted on it today to grant that, then we wouldn't have to wait a month. And the demolition, from what I originally thought was gonna happen in the next couple of weeks, according to the building inspector, he doesn't think that the building will go down before Thanksgiving, but they are working in the process.
Okay.
So
So we need to make a, do we need a motion here to,
yes,
to have Dennis put a metered connection with a backflow valve, check valve or whatever on it?
so we need to authorize,
One hydrant or more?
well, his part of the problem is the location of the hydrant. I think they're across the street. I don't know which hydrant he was planning on using.
They are across the street. There's nothing on Post Road. There's no hydrants over there. There's no water main on Post Road. Everything is fed from Central or Maple.
So I think the motion needs to be, we would authorize Dennis to work with the demolition company to provide them water as best we can through a metered hydrant with a backflow device on it.
And the fire department may have something that allows cars to travel over so we may want to get Peter involved.
I would expect that the superintendent would handle that.
Okay. I'd like to make did I already make a motion, or I started to? Make a motion to allow Gavitt, the demolition folks working for Gavitt, owners of 20 Central, to put a meter with a backflow device on the nearest hydrant. Do we need an estimate on volume?
I don't know. I would say no.
Assuming they're doing it to keep them, like, the dust down?
I believe that's what, so this came about because the building inspector said that he thought that they might need water. And so
Okay.
that's why I asked, and I mentioned it to Dennis, and he said that was something that needed to be voted on and approved by the commission. That's why that's on there.
Okay.
Bobby, would you second that?
Yeah.
Okay, any further discussion? I would leave it up to Dennis and Peter and the contractor to work out the finer details. But this would give Dennis the approval from the commission to move forward. So
Dennis has the contact info? Or we just need to let him know?
he knew that the demolition was underway. And there is a demolition company involved. I don't know if he knows specifically who the point of contact is. Do you?
For the demolition there?
Yeah.
No, his name's written down.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So the motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
Okay. So you can let Dennis know that that has been approved by the
Yep.
commission. Under old business, the water department rules, rates, regulation, and annual review, we try to do schedule in December. And so I just put that on there as a reminder that we'll want to do that next month. Doesn't mean that we'll get it all done in December, but we can start our review and get proposals for rates and rule changes.
Well, we're gonna want the rates, we're gonna wanna set the rates so that we have time to advertise.
We have to
prior
advertise
before
for a
the-
public hearing, that's
Yep.
correct. Yep. That's why I said it won't necessarily be completed in December, but the process will be started. The Kimball Street project, again, the water portion of that project is done. I don't know what their schedule is as far as paving or whatever, but the water portion is done, which I believe was 3 hydrants.
Okay, I think that's right.
And the grant projects we've already talked about. Are there any other items to come before the board?
No, I'll make a motion.
Bobby?
Next meeting, December 10th?
Next
You
meeting
good, Bob?
suggested at December.
Anything else?
It's right here.
Sure,
Hold
go
on,
right ahead.
hold on,
Hang on,
Bob.
Dave.
What do you got?
I said it's right here, next meeting,
Right.
Yep, all right.
December.
Go ahead, Dave.
But I was saying it for Dave's benefit as well, so.
Yeah, I saw that at the end of the agenda. I get two questions about the electric on the solar. How come you guys are getting cut off from the solar?
We don't know.
I don't know.
No one seems to know what's going on with the solar. Is
So-
that true?
Good question, yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. So we.
No, I'm just trying to say, your portion of the electric was coming
So-
from there, right?
So the Schedule Z from the solar project.
Right.
Is subject to a review, I believe it's either annually or semi-annually.
Okay.
And I believe that Laurie is the one that has done the negotiations and balancing of the accounts. So I think we went from 14% to 7% on the scale, but we don't know what that means.
Okay.
So they estimated what they thought we would spend in a year, and it's low.
And they
So we're
estimate,
gonna, we don't,
right.
So someone needs to explain that to you before you decide if you're gonna need more money in the budget,
Well,
correct?
we already
running
know,
out this
we
year.
already know we need more money, but what we don't know is what this readjustment of Schedule Z means. So, yes, we do need to sit with Laurie and get that.
Find out where that
Yeah,
electric,
absolutely.
that electric's going somewhere. It's not going to you guys, so I
I
mean,
guess, I mean, I don't know.
So
They
what-
just gave us a number in the past.
Right.
It's different than the old number.
So what happened in the past was some accounts would get a credit and other accounts didn't get enough to pay their bills. So that's how that Schedule Z gets to be reallocated.
To
kind of
everybody.
balance those out, so those that need it get it.
So
Yeah.
the way it stands right now, that's one more thing you'll see in the spring rates that it's gonna have to be accounted for.
okay. One other thing is, I meant when I was up here earlier, is there somehow you can have a phone number for the public if we, that we can call, instead of calling the state police, or if Dennis isn't around, is there somehow
Yes.
you have a phone number that the public will be
Yes.
able to, instead of the office number?
So this is the water department contact information, and the water department office hours are Monday and Wednesday, 10 to 2, and the superintendent's hours are 7 to 3. If you have a regular business call, you call that number. If you have a question on your account, you have an issue, that's the number that you call. And there is, on our information sheet, the police dispatch center is for emergency use only. However, the Brookfield Police Chief said, no, that's not necessarily just for emergencies, but that's what it's there for.
Well, that's what I did last week, right, but isn't there a number where the public can just say, oh, they're not in, but this number will get me, and then it'll get to the superintendent? Isn't there just a straight number that, that's,
Who would answer it?
So there's the number
I
in,
check the messages every single day.
right.
but I'm saying if you guys aren't in the office, and if it's after hours, it would go, a number that the superintendent would have. Maybe he should need, maybe he
You want us
needs,
to buy him another phone?
well, well, if he has that phone, then that phone number should be given to the public, maybe.
I
So
disagree
if
with
they're,
that.
if they're after hours, then you can call the dispatch, and they will
Okay.
get in touch with them.
Yeah, I don't like publishing anybody's personal.
No, no, I'm not saying, I'm just saying a number that can get to him quickly is what I'm saying.
Right. So
Instead of
that-
calling the state police, and they gotta call him, and then they gotta call back
Right.
the resident in the town, you know, I've just figured it's
I don't
a,
know how often this happens, but I understand.
well, it doesn't,
what
if it
you're
happens
saying.
once, if it happens once and it's emergency, you know, should be able, you know.
Well, I believe the police. I
It's
mean,
like the
there's
highway,
multiple-
the highway had the phone, and you could call that number at any given time, and you get a hold of the
So-
highway
So
superintendent.
you have to understand that we have one administrative assistant with limited hours, and.
Yeah, I get
you know,
that.
Other than increasing her hours or the days of operation, those are the posted hours, and the phone is checked, probably every day, I'm sure.
Well, I'm talking about someone that needs to get a hold of somebody right away. Instead of going to,
I would defer, I think that's worked. I've had,
Okay.
you called them and I've gotten back to you.
Yep.
I know Don has, and I know.
all right, so I just
think
figured
that
if you had a direct number to, so the public, the people would
If
have.
this becomes an
Well, that is-
ongoing
that
issue
is-
and it's like on a monthly or
It's-
weekly
yeah.
basis, then maybe we have to address it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it happens all that often.
Because in other towns, if I have a problem, they have a direct number right to the water
Well,
superintendent.
I guess it
I
depends
did,
on who
I
the-
did ask the chief if the central dispatch number is for emergencies, and he said not necessarily. It is the number that the residents can use to reach out, other than the posted office numbers.
Okay,
that-
so the
I think-
people, okay, because I was scolded by the superintendent not to call down to the state police. And I said, well, I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna call,
that
if
was-
it's an emergency or not, I'm gonna continue calling the state police if I need to get a hold of you
Then
and I
think
can't
that-
get a hold of you.
Hold on, I don't, Dennis
So-
is not here.
No, no, I know, I'm
I
just,
don't
I know.
think we should talk like that.
Right, I'm just
Well,
saying.
Let me answer that, because
yeah.
I followed up with it, because my understanding was that it was an emergency number only. I did check with the police chief, and he said
Right, you just said
it
that,
is
right,
not necessarily,
okay.
so.
So we'll just stick to the 1170 then?
The what?
If that's, I
Yeah.
guess, I don't know.
1170, state police, 1170, okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm
Okay.
just trying to make a suggestion so the public had a, a direct number.
Yep.
Okay, like the highway department had,
I don't
so.
know how they do it. I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with that at all. I don't know who answers that. Does Kyle
Yeah.
answer? Is that his
Ju-
own personal phone?
No, so there,
Well-
the highway is in and out, just like any town office is.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're in the office and the phone rings, they answer it. If
Yeah.
they're not in the office, they pick it up and they get back to the one and
Then you get a call back down to,
And
see,
then-
Ryan is the one that had the phone out there with his phone number outside of the door on the highway at the time, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, I gotta check with Kyle now, I don't know what they're doing,
So that's,
Okay,
Okay.
just a suggestion.
yep, nope,
Okay.
that's why I followed up to see.
So I'm just gonna continue with the 1170 for now then, if there's
If
a
you're gonna
problem.
be at the next
Yeah.
meeting, this is probably something you can raise at that
Right,
meeting, and we'll
yeah.
talk with Dennis, and again, I don't wanna say, I don't know enough about this. I don't
Right, so
think
we'll
it's
wait
right to talk
we'll
about
wait till the
this.
superintendent's here, that's
Right.
fine, that's fine,
Exactly.
yeah,
Super,
okay.
all right.
All right, thanks, guys.
You good, Dave?
I guess so, are you?
Okay. Yeah, I am.
All right,
All right.
guys, have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it is 12:04. I have a motion can I have a motion
I'll
to
make a
adjourn?
motion that we adjourn at 12:04.
Bobby, you a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, I have an appointment that I gotta get to.
Okay.
I said an hour and we were 4 minutes over.
You're gonna be late.
Well, it's at 12:30, so I'm okay.
Did you have anything that, we didn't really, we can't really talk about it now because we closed the meeting. But it just say yes or no, and I apologize because we didn't. Okay.
You can shut your speakers off.
Gotta shut them off.
I think you just hit the green button. No, the green button. The green light. Go to
Yeah.
the green.